Okay, welcome back to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy XIV on the PC. This is a long Let's Play. In fact, this could end up being the longest Let's Play I ever do in my life. But let it be said that currently we are, oh boy, we are like 35 parts into this Let's Play, which already is insane. And I'm still really enjoying it. I'm having a great time. So that's already pretty impressive. All right, let's continue the main story. Chasing Ivy. Listen well. The spy we have been seeking all this time is none other than Flame Marshal Eileen Royale, Raubon's second in command. Damn it, it wasn't Raubon. Prior to joining the Immortal Flame, she was a mercenary of no small renown. They say her skill with a polearm had to be seen to be believed. Of Ishgardian birth, she is the highest-ranked foreigner in the Immortal Flames, barring the Flame General himself, of course. When he formed the Grand Company, Raubon chose people based on their worth. Whence they hailed was of no interest. Monitorists saw things differently, however. Having funded the enterprise, they reserved the right to reject candidates nominated for high-ranking positions. And 'twas no secret that they did not favor foreigners, Ishgardians especially, after the way the Holy See forsook the Alliance. Yet the Monitorists did not raise so much as a murmur of protest when Royale was appointed to her post. Passing strange, is it not? Could it be that the Ivy has some hold over the Monitorists? Damn, dude. I mean, she wouldn't have seen me anyways, but... You don't have to crouch, Mangg. You are 2.5 feet tall. But these revelations are secondary to our current mission. Of foremost interest to us is Royale's presence here now. As you may be aware, it is the duty of the Flame Marshal to command the Immortal Flames in the absence of the Flame General. While Raubon attended the Council of Alliance Leaders, she should have remained in the Hall of Flames. Woman has no business being in Gridania, yet here she is nonetheless, on some pretense. She is up to something, mark my words. Even as we speak, I have a dozen men trawling the Flames' records for evidence of Royale's guilt, but if we can catch her red-handed, we shall have all the proof we need. Which brings me to the plan. I have people watching the city gates, the airship landing, and the docks, every point of egress. She cannot leave without our knowledge. All that remains is to shadow her until she betrays her true purpose. Can I rely upon your eyes, Scion? Uh-huh. You have my thanks. Let us go then, and take care not to alert our quarry. Okay. So you made me walk 30 feet just to talk to you again? Why? Why are you an asshole? Royale is heading in the direction of the Blue Badger Gate. With me, Scion. Oh, because we're trailing her. I see. Since that merchant is right here and I was running around, I bought a book. Item level 130 summoner book. Pretty slick. So now our average item level is 110. Very good. Very good. So Royale has entered the Carline canopy, meeting someone perchance? Or could it be she means to board an airship? Pray look for her within. If she's not on the upper floor, try the landing area below. One of mine is stationed there, and she may have seen something. FME is her name. I shall remain here in case Royale appears. That's probably not how her name is pronounced, but I can't be arsed. Mangg, such an unexpected pleasure. What brings you here? A social visit, you say? How pleasant. No, she didn't come this way. I've noted every passenger and none bore any resemblance. Well, don't let me keep you. She gave us the old slippy slip, huh? Well, she is a spy. I would hope she's a bit, competent. Nowhere to be seen, you say? And you are sure she did not board an airship? She did not come back out, either. Where in the seven hells could she have gone? The Roost. How could I forget? Greetings, good sir. Might I interest you in some Muntoi tonic? A cup a day imbues a man with great vigor, if you take my meaning. Perhaps another time, friend. Wait, that necklace. You are a shinobi of Doma. The woman you seek has left Gridania by way of West Shore Pier. She was attired as a merchant, but these eyes are not so easily deceived. You may wish to take your search to the East Shroud. Rest assured that we shall continue to support you from the shadows. Ooh, the shinobi coming in handy. Thank the 12 for the domans. Were not for the unique talents, Royale would have disappeared without a trace. Alright. Oh, we're gonna get a new coat. We're gonna see how that looks. Here we go. Oh my god, that is the least summoner looking thing I've ever seen. And yet I kinda like it. It's a little... It's a little, I want to say fetishy, but it's a little Japanese. How about that? It's a little Japanese. I don't know why exactly. Maybe it's the sort of ass flaps. I don't know. I kind of like it. It's different. We lost the signature summoner look, but it's not bad. Not bad for now. Our hunt leads us to the East Shroud, Scion. I suggest we follow Royale's example and take the ferry from West Shore Pier. You'll doubtless wish to make certain preparations. See to them while I go on ahead. I shall wait for you at Sweet Bloom Pier. Sweet Bloom Pier. We should have a trial coming up soon. This way, my friends. Your quarry makes for the Hawthorne hut. If Royale is truly the one we seek, we can expect that she means to make contact with her Garlean masters there. An explanation is in order. You are no doubt aware that the Garleans have their own method of communicating over great distances. Well, our ingenious friends at Garland Ironworks have provided us with devices which disrupt these communications, and we have installed them around the city-states. In so doing, we have made it difficult for Imperial agents to correspond with their masters. Royale would thus have no choice but to rendezvous with her Imperial contact directly. Yet as a well-known face in the Immortal Flames, she cannot move about Thanalan without being recognized. It would only be a matter of time before someone saw through her disguise. It is for this reason, I believe, that she has chosen the Black Shroud for her clandestine meeting. The Elysin are a common sight here, and her comings and goings are not like to turn any heads. As my scouts tell it, the Garleans have sent agents with a mind to destroy the devices and render such direct contact unnecessary. Fortunately, our shinobi have thus far been successful in rebuffing their efforts. This is it. We need only make for Hawthorne's hut and catch Royale in the act. I should probably bring out Ifrit, I suppose. I don't know. We don't do much combat, so you never know when exactly it's going to pop up. My people report that our quarry has departed for the Bramble Patch. The Ivy returns to the Gnarls when she came, but perhaps it is all for the better. To convict someone of her standing, we will require damning evidence against her. What could be better than to catch her in the act when she meets with her Garlean masters? My countrymen and I shall lie in wait in the shadows. Tread warily, my friends. So there's a 98% chance that she's aware of us following her and she's leading us into a trap, because we've seen this a billion times in about every other game and movie and book and everything, but okay. Oh yeah, alright, so I wanted this to just sort of show up randomly as a surprise, but I finally got the FF14 store to work after not working on my computer with multiple browsers. Tried it on my phone. I tried it on my phone without Wi-Fi, you know, with like just a data connection. Still, it was like, no, fuck you. And then I just, on a whim, tried it on my laptop with no expectation of it working, and it went through. So I don't know what that whole shit was. So I bought a few things. I bought the collector's upgrade for FF14, which comes with a few different things. One is that mount. Another is like this baby behemoth. And let's see. No. Right. The other thing that I bought, of course, is the fat cat. Because, I mean, you knew I was going to get that eventually. So it's a fat cat. It's amazing. I assume it's like much bigger if you're like a big Rogadin. But this seems like a good size for my Lalafell. So yeah, it's wonderful. And it has unique music. It's wonderful. It was worth every penny. I probably should just show you rather than flipping through the Mount Roulette over and over. We'll be here all day. Okay, fine. We also got the Fat Chocobo, which is also amazing. They can make fat anything, and it's wonderful. It also has its own unique music. And it's a Jumbo Chocobo. And you lead it where you want to go by putting food in front of its face as it desperately tries to eat it because it's so fucking fat. It's amazing. This is just everything I wanted. I'm very happy now. I'm very pleased. And of course, they can all fly, which leads me to wonder, I think at some point they did have mounts that could fly and mounts that couldn't. But I think now they're just like, screw it, everything can fly. which is good. I also got this behemoth armor barding for my chocobo, so it looks like a behemoth. So that's not bad. And I also got the wind-up Moogle, which isn't too shabby. It's just a little wind-up Moogle. Yeah. So I also bought Shadowbringers, which is the latest expansion, because I feel pretty committed at this point. I'm interested. I want to see it all. We're gonna see it all. I mean, I'm gonna see it all. I don't know if you're gonna watch all of it, but maybe you will. Yeah. Anyways, let's continue. Just beyond, Royale is in conversation with an individual clad in the manner of an adventurer. An Imperial intermediary, no doubt. This is it. With me. We didn't get the prompt for level syncing, so I think we won't have combat. Which leads me to believe it wasn't a trap. Flame Marshal Aline Royale, you are under arrest for treason and espionage. You were followed, you bloody fool! Damnation! You are unarmed, my lady, and scarcely garbed for battle. But if you wish to fight, you are welcome to try. Yeah, it's a cute shinobi back there. What is the meaning of this, Captain? Would you arrest me for strolling in the Twelveswood? When last I looked, that was no crime, and neither was conversing with passing strangers. You would feign ignorance, then. Very well. If you do think of something to say, there will be plenty of time to say it later. Now come quietly, or I shall make you wish you had. She's gonna pull out some fucking Ultima or something. I will offer you no struggle. After all, I have naught to hide. Okay. Alright, that was really the most boring way that encounter could have gone. Everything that I predicted was false. Absolutely nothing happened. Even a warrior of Royale's renown could not have hoped to escape by force. Despite her claims, her surrender does not bespeak innocence, but an awareness that her position is untenable. With the ivy thus uprooted, it is to be hoped that the tendrils she entwined around the immortal flames will gradually wither and die. Mayhap then the people of Ulda will have the grand company they deserve. But let us speak of the present. If I may ask, what will you do now, Mangg? You know, fuck shit up. So the Scions seek a way into Iceheart's sanctum. Then I dare say you are eager to return to the Rising Stones. Pray do not let me keep you. Fear not, my countrymen and I shall tend to the aftermath. You need not waste your talents here. And speaking of talents, have you considered training in the art of the shinobi? You have the aptitude for it, I believe, so please give it some thought. Till next time, my friend. I mean, you can become a ninja, but it's not like a new thing. I mean, that was in the base game, so I'm not really... I mean, I probably will become a ninja at one point. When given the option, typically, eventually, you become a ninja. Welcome back, Mangg. I understand that Elfino had a task for you. May I ask what it was? Catching a bitch. Charges of treason and espionage against Eileen Royale. I can scarce believe it. Could there not have been some manner of misunderstanding? No, it avails us not to dwell on it. Whatever the truth may be, we must trust to the authorities to uncover it. Let us speak of another matter. I am pleased to report that we have made progress in our efforts to find a way into Iceheart's sanctum. Okay, we're just loading up on Dark Knight gear, so once I hit 50 with Dark Knight, I'll have a full set of like 110. And I think Dark Knight starts at 30, which is cool. As you may recall, Iceheart used the Aetheryte in the depths of Snowcloak to teleport a short distance to the west, most likely to a sanctuary of some description. It is there that we suspect she means to summon Shiva using the crystals she stole from the House Fortomp caravan. The heretics believe they are bringing about the second coming of their patron saint, but if, as we suspect, they mean to hold a summoning ritual of the kind employed by the beast tribes, it seems likely that the result will be something more akin to a primal. Suffice it to say, they must be stopped, and stop them we shall. But first we must surmount the obstacle that Iceheart has placed in our path. Ordinarily, it would be a simple matter to tap into the established Ethernet and thereby follow our quarry. However, despite our best efforts, we have been unable to ascertain the position of the Aetheryte to which she teleported. Our prevailing theory is that she destroyed the second Aetheryte upon arrival, a reckless, desperate measure, but also an effective one. After discussing the matter at length with Orange, we have concluded that we lack the expertise to develop a solution. Which is why we have called upon the aid of one who does possess such expertise, a colleague of ours who is currently en route to Revenant's Toll from Charlian. She should be arriving within the hour, in fact. Since you are here, mayhap we could welcome her together. I am certain she would appreciate the gesture. Let us make our way to the northern gates and await her coming. I mean, can't Y'shtola do all this? Or are you talking about Y'shtola? No, Y'shtola's right there. So they brought in some other Charlian? How does she feel about that? Waiting. Waiting.
Minfilia, am I right?
None other. I bid you welcome to Revenant's Toll, and to thank you for traveling so far on such short notice.
As if I could ever say no to Urianger.
Moonbreeder is an accomplished Charlian scholar, and an authority on Aetheryte technologies. She has played an invaluable role in our search for a means to capture Ascian souls.
Yeah, but I mean, that skirt.
Charmed, I'm sure.
I look so handsome in my outfit with the collar and up, man. The fucking ruffled collar. Let us return to the Rising Stones at once, then. We have much to discuss. Oh, I bet we do. Did I really need to be here, then? I mean, I could have just waited in the... Alright. You know, we got the fat chocobo. Oh, you just watch that ass jiggle. There's no words. There's no words for that shit. Oh God, Final Fantasy 14. You find something that good in WoW. Find something that lovable. Maybe there is. I don't know.
Moon! Gods, it's been ages!
Oh, longer, sister.
A joyous reunion indeed.
Well, of course it is. Moon and I are like twin sisters.
Save in appearance and aptitude.
Yeah, the whole silent laughter thing is a little...
Everyone, if I could have your attention.
Couldn't just record the voice actors laughing? I mean, that doesn't sound that complicated.
We have with us an esteemed guest who has come from Sharlayan to assist us. I bid Moonbreeder join us here that she might share with us her extensive knowledge of Aetherites. Also, as many of you are already aware, she has been overseeing our research into white auracite, a sample of which she has been good enough to bring with her.
Well, I had to come, didn't I? You'd have to be bloody daft to turn your nose up at a chance like this. Where better to conduct my final tests than a land so steeped in ether you can taste it?
'Tis plain the passage of the years hath done little to dampen thy youthful spirits. And nothing at all to reform thy youthful manner.
Oriange, where in the hells have you been hiding?
Unhand me.
I come all this way, and that's what you have to say to me. I much preferred when you were pleading with me to drop everything and hurry to your side. What was it you said? None save thee can satisfy this need.
Damn.
Go on.
Thine artless attempts to misrepresent mine all too innocent motives do thee little credit. Mine intent, as well thou knowest, was but to impress upon thee the gravity of the circumstance. Lest thou doubt, a deiform entity shall shortly be summoned, save if thou and no other grantest my compeers thine aid.
You still haven't found it, then? Your missing Aetherite?
We have not. No. We know that Iceheart teleported to an Aetherite not far from the first. Yet even after careful analysis, we could not locate the second beacon. We now suspect that the heretics destroyed the second Aetherite to impede our pursuit. Our allies continue to scour Snowcloak for Iceheart's sanctuary, but we have no guarantee that they will find it. Yet it must be found, for even now Iceheart prepares to call upon Saint Shiva.
I'm sorry, but if the Aetherite's been destroyed, then that's that. Although, you're absolutely sure she used the first Aetherite, are you? She didn't just use teleportation magics?
One of our own bore witness to her escape. I can say with absolute certainty that Iceheart used the Aetherite.
In that case, there might be a way, so long as the ethereal current is still flowing.
Truly. How?
We use the current to recreate the beacon. As you know, Aetherites are a bit like lighthouses. We use them to reconstitute our physical forms when crossing the ethereal sea. Without them, we'd lose all sense of direction and our essence would dissipate. However, we don't rely solely on these beacons. There are currents of ether which flow between them, currents which help guide us to our destination. Now, these currents will gradually dwindle away to nothing if an Aetherite is destroyed. But if even a sluggish flow remains, we could theoretically use it to direct a surge of concentrated ether towards the void left by the beacon, and thereby fill it up again.
Like opening the floodgates to fill a dry riverbed. Though, correct me if I'm wrong, but would we not need a veritable reservoir of ether?
In concert, we might manage to channel a sufficient volume, yet that is not my chief concern. To direct the flow of so great a volume of ether with the requisite precision would be a nigh impossible task in itself.
I barely succeeded in facilitating travel to an unattuned beacon. That which you describe sounds considerably more difficult.
And dangerous. Every person who has attempted to teleport in this fashion has died in the process. They, however, did not have white aura sight at their disposal.
Oh, shit.
I can use it to channel all the ether you can give me into the Aetherite. However, white aura sight cannot retain ether for an extended period of time, so we would need to infuse it immediately beforehand. Just so you know, I'd confidently give this plan better than even odds of success. And if the worst comes to worst, your people won't suffer.
Though it risked the lives of our best and brightest, we have not the time to seek other options. If the ethereal current still flows, we shall carry out Moonbreeder's plan.
That's the spirit. Let's roll the dice.
So spiffy. Alright, even star sash. That's an upgrade. Let's do it. $113. Yeah, I should probably be picking some stuff for a scholar, but I have already informed Alphino of our plan to recreate the beacon in the manner Moonbreeder described. He agreed that despite the inherent danger, it represents our only hope of success. He also said that he wished to meet with you at Snowcloak before proceeding. I expect you will find him waiting for you there when you arrive. I want you to know that I appreciate everything you have done on our behalf, Mangg, and that I have faith you will return to us, as you always have. Yeah. Because who would clean up all your shit if I didn't? Who would clean up all your shit if I didn't? And away we go. So yeah, I mean, you know, we're fighting good old Shiva. So let's get an idea of how that fight's gonna go. Stay on course. Okay, she uses two different weapons. Staff, sword, and shield, and she'll switch between the two. Don't stand in front of her. Ooh, that's a... Oh. Stop. These new mechanics I can't handle. Don't stand in front of the boss? Holy shit. Good to see you, Mangg. I was starting to wonder if you were having second thoughts. Captain Illbeard sends his regards, by the way. He attends to the interrogation of Eileen Royale and Oda even as we speak. But I shall not distract you from the matter at hand. We can discuss the Ivy upon your return. I trust that, by which I mean to say, the others are waiting for us. The others are waiting for us at the Aetheryte. After you, Scion. Okay, AoE that targets players, spread out. Icicles that do overlapping AoEs. Alright, pretty simple. She summons ads in phase 2. Ooh, freezes all players in ice. And then she uses diamond dust. Raid-wide damage, shattering the ice. Okay. And you have to have the ads killed by then, otherwise you'll wipe. Because everyone's frozen for 20 seconds. And they'll just they'll just clean through while you do nothing. Okay. There, it's ready. Oh. Ha! It worked, I think. Try attuning to the Aetheryte now. Feel for the current and try to locate the beacon. I mean, dude, I could see right up her skirt. It's just... what is going on? We have done all we can, Mangg. For now, let us withdraw. When your final preparations are complete, you must seek out the beacon we have created. If, by the grace of the 12, you arrive safely, you must stop Iceheart before she summons Shiva. Which, we won't. We are fighting Shiva. Now, phase 3 of this fight is really cool. Or it sounds really cool on text. She turns the whole floor to ice. And if you move in any direction, you instead slide. And if you slide into the wall around the arena, you get trapped for 20 seconds. And you take damage while you're trapped. And you have to be broken out. And there's big AoEs happening all over the place. So it sounds very funny. We'll see how that goes. We cannot ignore the possibility that our actions have alerted Iceheart to our plans. Should that be the case, she may attempt to hasten the completion of the summoning ritual, and if she succeeds, you will have little choice but to face Shiva in battle. Knowing little of this saint, I cannot say if your own strength will suffice, and so I would encourage you to call upon your allies. Some may have reservations about waging their lives on the success of Moonbrida's experiment, but others will surely agree that desperate times call for desperate measures. Aha. Before you assemble your parties, pray speak with that knight. I believe he has a message for you from Sir Emmerich. Alright, well, let's keep moving. Sir Emmerich regrets that he could not be in here in person, and asks that I read to you this letter. Ishgard faces an unprecedented threat, yet in our hour of need, it is not her knights who stand poised to defend her. Mangg, the warrior of light, savior of Eorzea, your deeds this day shall not be forgotten. Where others would flee, you choose to remain. Where others would falter, you rise to the challenge. Where others would use their gifts for selfish ends, you wield yours in service to a greater cause. May Halune bless you with good fortune and see you safely home. Alright. Cool. Let's switch over to Scalea. Yep. Summon Selene. And Akafa Amphitheater. Do it up. I'm gonna have to sit here and wait. Let's rock and roll. I said, let's rock. And okay.
You should never have come here, warrior of light. I labor only to forge a lasting peace. A peace you would deny us out of ignorance and blind faith. No matter. If it is our fate to be at odds, then it is mine to strike you down. We whom gods and men have forsaken shall be the instruments of our own deliverance. Partake of my flesh. Fill this vessel with your light. Walk amongst your brothers and sisters once more. O Saint Shiva, still the hatred within our hearts and bless us with eternal grace.
Damn. Damn. All right, let's rock and roll. Guess we could do a little DPS here. Nothing's too exciting. Oh shit! Things got exciting real fast. Okay, hold on. Conserve. Oh. God damn it, I'm an idiot. I mean, that's what that little sprout icon's for, isn't it? I didn't even notice the AoE, it looks so faint. Oh, I'm an idiot. Big old idiot. I feel like I've done mostly really well throughout this whole Let's Play of not being an idiot in combat. But god damn. That was a big oof. There's the deep freeze. So yeah, if you didn't kill all the ads, you're dead. But luckily we are not dead. Oh, this music kicking in. All right. Oh shit. Okay, the map. It's not currently. She didn't turn the floor to ice yet. Oh my god. I think we're gonna be fine. I mean, this is all... Oh my god, why were they all standing there? Shit. Why were they all standing in front of the boss? I was making fun of that shit. Dude. I just said we were gonna be fine. Okay, now the floor is ice. Why am I healing myself? Okay. Alright, we're fine. We got it. Jesus. Why were they all standing there? I guess, why was I standing in the AoE? Oh, I couldn't commend anyone. They all left instantly. So here we had a woman who became a primal and then turned back. I think that's new. Hey, 2 commendations. Even though I died instantly.
Fool. Blind, bloody fool. You, of all people, should understand the suffering war begets. That no sacrifice is too great if it brings an end to the violence. Mine is the righteous cause. You fight in a war you do not understand. A pawn of liars and schemers. And they are no less ignorant than you, following the creed of their fathers without question, never thinking to ask why. Trapped in a delusion of their own creation, and blind to the truth. Warrior of Light, redemption is not beyond us. We who walk before may lead those who walk after. Seek the Keeper of the Lake. See with eyes unclouded. Do not squander a mother's gift. Hear, feel, think.
That's interesting, because that's what Heidelin likes to say to us.
And so the vessel withdraws, a predictable outcome. Nevertheless, La Habrea will be pleased. How unfortunate.
By the 12, you're alive. I mean, of course you're alive. Why wouldn't you be? Iceheart did what? And you're certain about that, are you? Dravanians are skilled with glamours, after all. Look, if you say that's what you saw, I believe you. It's just that I've never heard of a primal being summoned like that before. Are you sure you're not injured? Head trauma has been known to cause hallucinations, you see. No? Fair enough. I was only asking. Amy. If you ask me, there's naught to be gained from mulling over the implications of your story in the freezing cold. Let's save it for the Rising Stones, eh? I'll get everyone to meet us there. But before that, you had best pay a visit to Whitebrim Front and speak with Alphanode. He's probably worried sick about you. That, or he's busy playing at politics with the Ishgardians. Either way, I'm sure he'll be delighted to see you hale and healthy. Speaking of which, you don't have a headache or anything, do you? No? Blurred vision? Oh, no reason. See you again soon. Fuck you, bitch! I know what I saw! Yeah, I like that fight. That was a pretty crazy fight. I mean, pretty much all these fights, it's just like, it's almost like a tutorial, really, for the harder versions, where it actually gets, like, interesting. Although, I mean, we could have wiped. We could have wiped on that. But it's just like you wipe twice, and then you can play on very easy, you know. Or you get the echo buff. And then it just becomes easy. Because it's the main, you know, they want everyone to do it. But that's not the point. You just get a taste of how cool it can be. There he is, and none the worse for wear. Was there ever any doubt that the Warrior of Light would succeed? I think I speak for all us all when I say that I should like nothing more than to hear the stirring tale of your victory, if you would be so kind. Bitch was crazy. Then we were too late to prevent the summoning. But not too late to prevent further loss of life, an outcome worthy of celebration, and one for which we have Mangg to thank. Yes, you are right, of course, Sir Emmerich. We should be content with what we have accomplished. I, for one, would not have wished for a better outcome. Shiva is no longer a threat, and the heretics have been routed. Aye, there is the matter of Iceheart's escape, but she cannot run forever. Whether it takes days, weeks, moons, or even years, my knights will find her. In the meantime, Lord Drillmont, is the caravan ready? The supplies that your men recovered have been prepared for transport, in accordance with your wishes. Rest assured that my knights will see them safely to Revenant's Toll. Of that I have no doubt. I take it these are the selfsame supplies the heretics stole from the House Fortemps caravan. Less the crystals, which comprise the bulk of the shipment, yes. Scarcely a fraction of that which was promised, but a meaningful contribution to your cause all the same. On an unrelated note, Mangg, might I trouble you to accompany me to Camp Dragonhead at your earliest convenience? 'Tis not for my benefit. A certain lord was most distressed when he learned of your intent to risk life and limb to stop Iceheart. It took half a dozen knights to restrain him, I am told. Men give vent to their anxieties in myriad ways. Pray do not think less of him. But he was crying. He was crying over me. What a loser. Fat chocobo. You beautiful bitch. What were you thinking, Mangg? Wagering your very being on a dubious theory which might allow you to enter Iceheart's lair, knowing full well that she could have sufficient forewarning to complete a ritual to summon Shiva anyway. And then, engaging the abomination in mortal combat. By the Fury, Mangg, 'tis the stuff of ballads, a battle for the ages. Would that I had been there to fight by your side. Yet here I was forced to wait, condemned to wonder at the fate of a dear friend for a veritable eternity. I would not wish such torture on my most hated enemy. But you are here now, and that is what truly matters. Let us move on. Sir Emmerich wished to have words with you and Master Alphino in private. He awaits us in the intercessory. Okay, dude, you could just move us. You could just have the cutscene in the intercessory and teleport me. It's okay. I give you my permission to take away some character agency. Greetings, sir. I shall show you in at once.
On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, allow me to express my deepest thanks. Never before have we been required to contend with a primal. Indeed, there were fears in some quarters that our knights might not be equal to the task. From what we have now learned of these beings, I can say with certainty that we would have lost a great many men had the Scions not intervened.
Then the argument for preemptive action should be self-evident. Perchance now you will reconsider my proposal that Ishgard move against Nautilon.
Ere we first met, a similar proposal was tabled, but the Holy See decreed that we were to observe, and that military action should be taken only in self-defense. All things considered, it was not an unreasonable decision. Since the calamity, 2 vigils have fallen to the Horde, while Garuda has never shown any inclination to storm the gates of judgment. Which is why this unprecedented crisis and its resolution may prompt a change in policy. You who have faced these primals know well the threat they pose. Ishgard did not. Not until now. And there is naught like a brush with death to change a man's outlook.
At the very least, this should silence any lingering objections to our arrangement with Revenant's Toll. The Holy See may even feel moved to grant us its formal endorsement.
So far as it is possible, the Scions shall be compensated for their service.
We should be grateful for any aid you can provide.
As a gesture of good faith, I shall withdraw my previous request. Your people are doubtless needed elsewhere.
That will not be necessary. We, too, have a vested interest in watching Dravania's movements.
I see. Once more, I must thank you.
Sir Emmerich, if I may, do you truly believe that Midgardsormr could return?
The heavens are a window unto truth, but those who interpret their movements are not infallible. I requested your involvement as a precautionary measure.
But of course, you sought an excuse to compensate us from the first, mindful of what would happen if Revenant's Toll were taken by your enemies. Ishgard is not wont to aid its neighbors, but that does not preclude it from manipulating them to serve its own interests.
Choose your next words carefully.
Do you know what sort of man becomes Lord Commander of the Temple Knights? One who comes from good stock. I did not. Yet here I am now. Why do you suppose that is? Because I swiftly learned to tell the difference between words, deeds, and beliefs. You are correct, Master Leveilleur. Ishgard desires to see Revenant's Toll flourish, as it would present a troublesome obstacle to our enemies from the south.
We are so glad to be of use to you.
As we are to you. Ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement, lest we forget, one born of necessity. The dragons grow more restless by the day, and the heretics harry us nigh without cease. We have contended with such troubles for centuries, but there are limits to even our endurance. Yet as a pauper is loath to part with his meager possessions, the leaders of Ishgard are not wont to render up their trust to outsiders. But with perseverance on our part, they may yet be made to see the light. Nevertheless, one must take care when walking the road less traveled.
Wise words, Sir Emmerich. I shall make a point to remember them. I must apologize for my earlier outburst. I hope it will not sour our good relations.
Not at all. You but spoke from the heart. I trust you understand that at times my duties may prevent me from meeting with you. On such occasions, my second-in-command will speak for me.
Lucia, at your service. Pray excuse our reticence. We are but wary of speaking too freely, lest our sentiments be made known to our enemies. Know that the Lord Commander and I are of one mind. For the sake of Ishgard, and of Eorzea at large, I pray our peoples can put aside their differences. Those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future.
Should aught befall one of our shipments, pray inform Lucia immediately. You may also relay to her any words you might have for me alone. Not being of Ishgardian birth, she owes no allegiance to any noble house, making her as near to incorruptible as one can find in my homeland. Suffice it to say, I trust her completely, and so may you. Which reminds me, Lord Orchefort, if you would be so kind.
Certainly.
In times such as these, trust is ever in short supply. Mayhap this will go some way to rectify the problem. The results of our investigation into the heretics' recent attacks, as well as our interrogation of the merchant you detained.
Sir Emmerich, I cannot thank you enough.
Think nothing of it. Ishgard may be many things, but it is no friend to Garlemald.
Did I not tell you to have faith, my friend?
I mean, that guy's a villain, right? There's no way that we're supposed to, like, trust him. There's no way. That dude's a villain. Alright. We'll lead off here. Not quite done with the patch 2.4 content, but I think next time, chances are we'll finish it and slide into the 2.5 content. Yep. My name is Mangg. Gaming watching has been Final Fantasy XIV. See you fine folks in the next part.